Hey everyone, I'd like to welcome you back to the third episode of the Brothers of Broad Street podcast. I'm here alongside Bryce and I. I'm Jim Croger, and we got a lot to talk about today. Very exciting show. First off, though, we can't forget about Bryce's best bets. The guy is currently 4-1. Let's get it going.
That's right, baby. 4-1. Come on now. Come on. All right. So, I'm 4-1 right now. I'm feeling pretty good. I'm sticking with baseball. It's what I'm good at. I'm going to keep it up for my first game tomorrow. I'm going the Cleveland Indians. They're home against the New York Yankees. The Yankees, as we all know, are currently the worst team in baseball with a 6-11 record. The Indians, they're 8-8. They're coming off a little bit of a bad stretch. They've dropped 3 of their last 5, but they've all been close games. They lost 1 in extra innings. They've got Aaron Cleveland. Sorry if I mispronounced that name. He's currently 3-0 with a 2.18 ERA going on the mound tomorrow. I'm feeling pretty good about that. The Yankees have Domingo German going on the mound tomorrow. He's 0-2 with a 9 ERA. Baseball, a lot of times I like to ride with the hot team, or I like to go against the cold team. The Yankees are as cold as it gets. So I'm definitely rocking with the Indians tomorrow. A nice little sleeper team I got tomorrow. Real sleeper. They're plus 160 money line. Put them on the money line. We only do money line here. No runs, none of that. The Seattle Mariners, they're away against the Red Sox. The Mariners got Justin Dunn on the mound tomorrow. He's 1-0 with a 3.70 ERA. He's pitched well. He gets a lot of strikeouts. He can get out of hand a little bit here and there. He's a young kid, but I like him a lot. The Red Sox have Nick Pivetta on the mound. If you're not familiar with that name, he used to pitch for the Phillies. He was god-awful, to say the least.
Flat fastball. A lot of home runs tomorrow for the Mariners.
Yeah, I mean, he's 2-0 currently with a 3.6 ERA. I watched him pitch for about 3.5 years. That's ending right away. The Mariners are currently probably the most slept on team in the MLB right now. They're 11-7. Nobody talks about them. The whole team's playing well. The Red Sox are hot, but they're starting to cool off. They're starting to slowly cool off a little bit. They're not that great of a team. I don't really like them that much. I definitely see the Mariners pulling off a little upset dub tomorrow. That's my second pick. My third pick, this is definitely the pick I'm least confident in, but I'm still confident enough to take it because that's how I do it here. I like the Cubs home against the Mets tomorrow. I hate the Mets, so I'm always going to bet against them. I will never bet for the Mets, but the Cubs got Trevor Williams on the mound. He's currently 2-1 with a 5.02 ERA. Obviously not fantastic, but I've looked through it and I've watched. He's just gotten a little bit unlucky. He's definitely solid. He can go about 6 innings and rely on the rest of the bullpen. But as I see, the Cubs hitting is hot right now. Wilson Contreras has got 5 home runs, 9 RBIs. Chris Bryant's starting to heat up. Javier Baez has got 12 RBIs and 4 home runs. He's batting a little low on the batting average wise, but the Mets currently the Mets number 1 hitter. Guess who the Mets number 1 hitter is right now, Jim?
I want to say Dominic Smith.
It's Brandon Nimmo. He's batting 395. Alonso's been pretty absent so far. He's only got 2 home runs. Dominic Smith is leading the team in home runs with 2, so they're not really a power hitting team. They don't score a lot. Yeah. They don't get on base a lot. And their pitching tomorrow is Joey Lucatishia. I don't know who that is. So gotta love having no idea. And my fourth and final pick, I'm going with the team that just actually beat the Phillies in a series. I think they're really solid, even though they have a horrible manager, the Giants. They have Aaron Sanchez on the mound tomorrow. He's 0-1 with a 2.45 ERA, but I've looked. He's got 12 Ks. He's only allowed 1 home run and only, I think, about 10 hits this season. He's pitched really well, just a lot of games where his teams just didn't provide great run support. I think he's a really, really solid pitcher. The Mariners, as you all know, it's a new pitcher every night with them. You don't know who's going to be on the mound. They have a guy, he's pitched 1 game so far. He's got a 1.8 ERA. He only pitched 5 innings. His name is Daniel Castano. If he's watching, I don't know who you are. And also, got to ride with the guy. Evan Longoria is currently hitting the ball unbelievable. He's the first time he's hitting like it's 09 again. He's got 4 home runs, 9 RBIs. He's almost at 300 batting average. He leads the team in every stat, and I just think they're really, really, really solid. I also think that the Marlins have a ton of injuries. Garrett Cooper, their starting third baseman, isn't playing. Brian Anderson, their starting third baseman, is not playing. And Jorge Alfaro is also out 10 days. Usually they're starting catcher. I never like a team that has, their bench catcher with a pitcher that hasn't really played much often. I think the Giants, especially at home, get the dub. So to round it off, once again, I'm currently 4-1. I want to put that out there as much as possible. I got the Indians money line against the Yankees. I've got the Seattle Mariners, my sleeper team, plus 150 money line. I got the Cubs home money line, and I also have the Giants money line tomorrow. So those are my 4 picks. I'm feeling really, really, really good about them tomorrow. I'm feeling real, real good.
Indians, Yankees, Mariners, Red Sox.
Indians over Yankees, Mariners over Red Sox, Cubs over Mets, and Giants over Marlins. I'm feeling really good about that. Like real good.
Well, I will say that
4-1. I'm in 4-1, Jim. 4-1.
You're on a hot streak right now.
Whoa, we don't say that.
No, I just jinxed it.
No.
What I will say though, sorry for all my Yankees friends out there. I don't bet. However, if I did, I would put the house, the mortgage, and the dog on the Indians because the Yankees are terrible. I saw a statistic today. Their 4 best players, Aaron Judge, Giancarlo Stanton, DJ LeMahieu, and I think it's Gleyber Torres, but I could be wrong, are batting below 200 right now. That's crazy stat.
And they're all also getting paid like $30 million a year, which is just insane to think about. The Yankees should always be good. There's no excuse for them to be bad, but they're just bad. There's no ifs, ands, buts about it. They're bad.
Yeah, I mean, I think they'll turn it around, but I've always thought their pitching's been shaky, and the only thing they have is offense, and their offense is clearly not getting the job done so far this season at all.
No, definitely not. I mean, they got a guy going on the mound tomorrow that's 0-2 with a 9 ERA against the pitcher that's 3-0. I mean, at the end of the day, when it comes to baseball, what makes me like bets more and more is pitching. It all comes down to pitching for the most part. Yeah, you're going to win games on wild pitches and stuff like that. But to me, you got to rely on pitching, and you also got to roll with the team that's like playing really bad. Baseball teams lose 10 games in a row. It happens. They lose. Like, it's the way it rolls.
It's all momentum. Yeah, it's all about momentum.
Yeah, my team is cold. They lose. So I'm feeling really good about those picks tomorrow. I'm going to keep it up. I know there's somebody out there. He's listening to the show. Yeah, he's like, everyone's like, what are you doing tonight? And he's like, wait, Bryce's picks are coming. And I gotta wait. So,
definitely.
I'm doing it for those little guys out there. I got you guys. I'll pick you up on your down.
Well, yeah, that right there, guys, is Bryce's best bets. Definitely lock them in. They sound good to me, and I'm excited to see tomorrow how they turn out. I know when Bryce goes on these picks, I look the next day to make sure he's doing well.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, keep it up. Tonight, we got 2 trivia questions I would like to ask. We're going to bump it up.
Good ones. They are good ones.
And the first one we have is we just heard this a couple minutes ago. But with the draft coming up and everything like that, this question's about both the NFL and the NBA drafts. In the history of those drafts, there's only been one time where the NFL and the NBA they selected their first overall picks in the draft, and these players were from the same school, same year. Name those 2 players and where they went to school.
I also want to go out on the line and say that I nailed this question within 10 seconds because I'm an expert, but I mean, it would take a legit expert to know these people.
I was shocked. Bryce got it right off the bat. It was crazy. Once again, I'll repeat that. There's only been one time in the history of the NFL and the NBA draft where their first overall picks in the same year came from the same school. Name the 2 players and where they were from. That's a great question, dude. I first heard that. That's awesome.
Shout out Jack Bergman. I'll shout him out. Great question.
I wish he was here with us tonight. He was supposed to be here, but the people are just gonna have to wait till he comes to Broad Street next week.
Oh yeah, you'll not have
one. The next question, it's about with this MVP race right now. Nikola Jokic and Joel Embiid are obviously at the forefront. These guys are both from foreign countries. So, name the 4 players who were NBA MVPs that were from foreign countries. Once again, I want you to name the 4 NBA MVPs that were from foreign countries.
I also want to say I nailed this question too.
Bryce got it too. Yeah. He's on fire tonight.
On fire right now.
But that leads into what we're going to be talking about tonight, guys. We're going to be talking about the NFL draft coming up, obviously. And we're also going to be talking about a couple of days ago. I don't know if you guys know, Kevin Durant listed his top 5 teammates that he'd like to play with. And what Bryce and I are going to do on the show, we're going to have our own little draft. So we're going to do a current team that we're going to draft, and we're going to do an all-time team from the NBA. So tune in, watch it. These drafts, once they're done, Bryce and I will live stream our blacktop games in 2K. So definitely want to pay close attention.
We're going to get as real as it gets here.
It's going to get
as accurate as
it.